Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay. Yesterday and the previous class, so we were understanding how to work with the directory files using Python. Okay, and before that we understood how to work with the normal text files in Python and how to work with the CSV files in Python. Looking into how to work with the directories in the Python. So easily work with the directories in Python by using a module called as OS module, and now using this we people understood many things with respect to this in the previous class. How join is used in order to obtain the path that is convenient on the Windows operating system and that is convenient on the Linux operating system. Okay, and this problem you can easily solve by using the join method. Okay, if you just use the join method, so for the forward slash. There's a few things, and then we understood how to create the strings of the file names. Okay, again it can be done by using the join method. Okay, something like this. And then how to get the current working directory or the current working directory in Python by using the method get cwd from the OS module, and then how to change the method cdir. Now and then what will happen if you try to change the directory to the directory which has fixed? Then you understand both the absolute path name, relative path name, all these things. And then how to create the new folders also. So using this you can go for creating the new folders. So it's not just the one folder which you can create using make dirs. So you can go for creating multiple directories. For example, this is not there, this is also not there, so the directory structure itself is not there. Now when I call make all directories, and it will follow the same way. Then directly Walnut. Okay. So say for example Delicious and Walnut are already existing and only Waffles is not there, it will create this directory. So then you understood how to handle the absolute and relative path names in Python. Okay, and you also understood how to check whether the path is an absolute path name or a relative path name. So these are few examples which you understood how to separate the directory name from the base name. So it can be done by using the base name. If you use base name, it will give you base name, and these are all the directory names. Okay. So you can always do that. So splitting can also be done by using split. So this is the path name, or when I pass this path name as argument to split, it will go for splitting the directory name and the path name. So they are separated. And then you understood how to font size and in the folder. When we were discussing the files, we understood that you read the content of the file, and then on the content of the file the execution of the length method. So now that is not necessary. Just by importing the module OS and by the execution of the get method, get size method, you can go for directly finding the size of the file in terms of bytes. And another method is list dir. Say in case if I want to list the contents of the directory, I can go for using list dir. Okay. So checking the path validity is, I think we have to discuss from here. So you can also check whether a path exists or not, or a file exists or not within the system. So as the and if the destination value from exist is true, any time before exist in the system or not. And then you can also check whether it is there is a method called as these file, and all these is a file by using this is file and pass the path as the argument. So if the past argument is really a file, then it returns the true value, otherwise it's going to return you the false. Okay, and similarly you can also check whether the past argument is a directory or not. False value. Okay, so this we can execute and see. Okay, okay, so I'll go here. We'll take some few directories and files and then we will check it. Now I'll import first OS. Okay, I've imported this module. Next I go OS dot path dot. I'll just give data. So let me know my present working directory first, because I don't know what is my present working directory. Import OS I've done. How to know the present working directory? OS dot path dot get cwd. Okay, sorry, for this one you can directly call OS dot get cwd. Okay, this is my present working directory right now. So now I'll go for checking the path. Okay, OS dot path dot exist. So I'll just pass this path to it. I'm passing this path itself. Now it returns me true. That means this path exists, okay, in my system. And similarly, we can also check with OS dot path dot is. So it is returning me true. That means Arish BT is a folder, okay, or a directory. Now similarly, if I pass so Arish BT 2 slashes, inside this I have a file with the name data.csv. Data.csv. Now if I execute on this, it should say me saying that it is not a directory. Data.csv is not a directory, so it is returning me false. And then this file is now instead of this is dir, I'll give it this file. Okay. directory, it will return me true or false. Sorry. Now this is the directory which I'll pass. Sarish PT is a directory, so it is returning me false. Okay. Examples on the same. Okay. So this execute. Okay, it's not there. It was not there, so false it is giving me. And then checking whether system32. I hope all of you are familiar with these directories. So system32 folder, which is there inside the Windows directory, it's a folder returning true. So checking whether system32 is a file. No, false. So calc is a file. Okay, I'm checking it as directory. It is okay. So these were the examples on checking the validity of the path and the file also. Next is saving variables with a shell module. Sometimes what happens is, see, we run the program, we give the data to the program, the data what we give to the program, it gets saved inside the variables, and when I terminate the execution of the program, all data will be lost. We are going to lose our data. The data lives as long as the program is executing. Once the program stops executing and terminates, okay, so even the data also will be lost. Now there is a module called as shell module, which we can use in order to store even the save the data which is available in the variables. And this shell module is most widely used when you want to make a program remember some configuration settings. See, every time I run my program, so I want my program to load the configuration file. Okay. And I want my program to remember that configuration settings for the shell module. Okay. So there is it's also called as a shell file, using which you can go for saving the data which is available inside the variables. Now how to do that? So again, you got to import the module, shell module you got to import. So I'm opening, using this module, I'm opening a file with the name my data. So I'm getting a producing. So this is the list, you know already. And what I'm doing, so shell file, using this object of cats, I'm adding this cats. Okay, and then I'm closing, and this is saved permanently in the system. And in future, if you want to access this, you can go for accessing it. Okay. Again, if I need this list in my program, when I'm in program after closing and sometime later, you can also go for opening this and access all these things. Okay. Import shell module is. Hope you people are following. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And opening a file, something like this, and showing what will happen. So if when I terminate the execution of my program, so this entire list, I'm going to lose it. So if I want to make my program remember this even after it gets terminated, so then I can go for using this. Okay. This is what we are doing now. We are saving it here using the self file. Okay. Next, run the program again and get the same data. So this is how I do it. Again, I open it, my data, and then see, this is type of function which we have already understood. Okay. Now I'm just trying to check the type of this shell file, and it's saying it's a DB file name shell. Okay, so it's something like a database which will store the data permanently. So that this is what they okay. So just self file of cats you. So you have all the list of cats open. Okay, so this is how you can make your program remember the data. So that is required even after the program gets terminated. We'll just have a look into this. We'll go for executing this. Importing the shell module, and then creating this file for processing. And using that handler, to the cats I'm assigning this list of cats. Okay, yeah, it is done now. See, it took so much of time for the control to come back. That means just got saved, the program got executed, and even all these details are saved now. Open this, and then I'll just go for saying this. Okay, one second, let's check. File is equal to cats opened. Oh, sorry, I've given a space over here. So, see? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this space is the space I have to do. Now done. Now I'll go for reading and displaying the same. You can make your program remember a few things which is required in future, and then you can save it also. Terminating this program, you restart your system, still you can access this. Still you can access this. Hope you people understood.
Yes, sir.
File module, or else you can also call it as shelf module. Another way of saving the variables, that is with pretty print. Okay, so P print stands for pretty printing. Okay, so it's normally used for pretty printing it in a most beautiful way, but same P print module, using this P print module, and the method we did in the previous thing by using the self file. Okay. Now how to do that here? So pretty printing and syntactically correct Python code. The string that is written by this pprint.print format, so can also be used as a Python code in some other code. Okay, that's. And now how do we use the pprint.p format? So we'll give you a string so that you can write to a .py file. That is what I this format is correct code which can be done to can execute it for later purpose. Okay. Now how to do that? So here, now for using this pprint and p format, you have to import. This is what my dictionary is. And then I'm just it will return a string. So this is not printed on the screen, but it's in turn a written value from this pprint. So this written value in the form of a string. Now what I'm doing now, I just want to write this written value to you can just see here, what this pprint. Okay, so I'm just writing it and then I'm closing it, and write always returns the number of bytes written. So this 83 is the number of bytes that is written. Okay, so now this mycats.py is a program, Python program, which is having this list of dictionaries. By using the import, now this is a separate program right now. Now if you want to import this list of dictionaries in another program, just do this statement, import mycats. Okay, and now you can go for saying my cats.cats, if I say, see all the list of dictionaries with your cats got printed. And if I'm interested in printing the name, this one, okay, 0 of name, so like this. So this is another way of doing it. So if you're doing this way, so it is easy for you to import the data in another program also very easily. Is that clear? Okay. So I'm importing, so pprint, it is imported. Now I'll just create this cats now. Oh, sorry. Control C. So this is what I've created. Now I'll just do this. Now I'll pass it as an argument to p format. Now, so I just want to write it to my file mycats.py. Okay, so I've opened it in write mode. Now I want to write this statement. Now I'm saying cats is 83 bytes of data is written to the mycats.py, and then I'll close it, close the file object. Okay, so in the next one I go for reading the same by importing it in another program. So I'll import now mycats. Inside this mycats I have the list of dictionaries under the name. What is the name? Under the name cats. Okay, I'll try to access it. How? Like this. So my cats is my module which is imported, and this is the dictionary. So list of dictionaries that module.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first one. So if I want to print the value of this, okay, now I can also do that. So say value of this name I need to do, Control C, this of name. Zero at the dictionary, and I'm trying to print the value associated with this key name. Okay, next. So next is organizing how to deal with the absolute parts of the directory, and how to list the content of the directory, and walk through the files which are present inside the directory, how to find the size of the file, all these things. Now, how to in the directory. Okay, so we learn how to create and write new files in Python. So we learned this text till now. Now what you do is files in the hard drive. So what kind of task we'll be doing now? Make copies of all PDFs. Folder of a folder. Now this can be done programmatically. Now you don't have to do it manually. Say for example, I want to remove leading zeros in all my file names, so you can do it programmatically. Now I want to compress the content of several folders into one zip file, so you can do that. Okay, say I want to take the backup of some folder, and that folder has many subfolders inside it with lots of, and you can go for taking the backup of it. So we have already understood zip module in the previous classes. That zip is totally different from this zip. This is a zip something related to compressing. So that zip, what we understood earlier, it is for what collectively accessing, collectively iterating over that zip, which we have already understood. Next. Okay, now to do all these things, organizing the files, so you got to import a module called as shell utilities module. So SUTILS. Now by importing this module, you can do much more beautiful things in organizing the files. Now what are the things to your Python program? So it lets you it has the functions which lets you copy. So copying the file is copying the entire folder. The file is moving. Okay. First you need to import this Shutil module, that is nothing but the shell utilities module. Next, okay, assume I've imported the Shutil module. Now first thing what we understand is copying files and folders. How do we copy the files and folders? By using the Shutil module. So there is a method called as dot. Will copy the file at the path source to the folder at the path destination. Both source and destination are strings, so because this is the path and this is also the path, so type of these two is strings. If the destination is a file name, it will be used as a new name to the copied file. I have the example, I'll show you. The destination is also a file. Say this is also a file and this is also a file. Say this file name is ABC and this file name is XYZ. Now what will happen is, so this ABC gets copied in the name of XYZ. Hope people are following.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this function after the source file is copied to the destination, it returns the path of the copied file. Now we have the example here. So I'm importing two modules here. Import Shutil module also, and then OS module also. Now why I'm importing both? Because using OS module I'm changing the directory to C drive. Now after changing the directory to C drive, so which is the backup in the Shutil module, and to a folder called as issues. This is what happens. Source file. So in my second execution, so I'm just giving x.txt. x2.txt I have given. So this is the file name. So you can see the file name in the destination. Now what happens? Txt, it's under this name x2.txt. Okay, that's the difference. So normally the destination will be a folder. under this destination file name. So we'll do this. What csdir method of the OS module. I'll change my directory. Okay, let it be. So because my present working directory is get c wd current working directory. My current working directory is this. Now what I'll do is OS make directories. I'll give some directory name. Say let me give my own name. So the directory is created right now. Now, so you can also know that OS dot list dir. Everything it is going to list my present working directory. I've already created a folder with name Arish. So you could also so these are all dot. Let's just check somewhere you can see. Yeah, see here. So the directory is created. Okay, under this Arish. Okay, I can that also. So Arish BT. So you'll see here the folder Arish. It's created. Okay. Now so what is to do? Directory. There. I can directly give the file name also. Otherwise, let me give it full. So I just want to copy CSV to data CSV. So I just want to copy it to. So this path remains same. And here I've created a folder with Harish. Now inside this I need to copy. Okay. So I'll press enter now. Say this is copied. So data.cs which was inside Harish VT, now it's also copied to Harish data.csv, copied into this directory also. You can see that. So if I open this, you can see the .csv is copied here also. Copying. Hello. Yes.
Sir.
Okay. So now same example. So if I give a different file name, so now the destination as a folder. So destination, I'll make it as a different data.csv. Now I want to copy it as my.csv. Now what happens? The same content of this data.csv will be saved under the name my.csv. Data.csv. Okay, content is same, but the file name is different. Next. Okay, now you understood how to copy one file or one folder at a time by using the copy method of the Shutil module. What if I want to copy the entire folder or the entire directory structure, the complete subdirectory along with the subdirectories? Then you want to use copy tree. The copy tree, source and destination. What it will do? The entire directory structure from the source to the destination. So this is a folder again. Okay, now which I want to copy it to this backup. So backup. Okay, now what happens? All the files and the subdirectories which are present inside this, so they also get copied to this. Okay, next what we have is moving and folders. So till now you understood how to copy the individual file or the individual folder, and then how to do entire directory tree copied onto the another directory. So now how do we permanently move the file from one place to the another place, and how to rename? So it can be done by using a method called as again. So this will move the file the folder got moved. So this is a folder, the source file gets moved to the destination and keeps a different file name. Okay. The destination is not a folder. So if it is a file, so the file which you are trying to move, gets name. So what we get is the name. Given in the destination argument. So here is the example now. Now see this file background.txt permanently move this to this folder, X folder. So it's moved. For example X, if there is a file already existing with the same name, okay, backend.txt, then what it will do, it will overwrite. Okay, and since it overwrites, so you got to be careful. So before moving with the same name. Now this you can do by using the exist method. So there is the method called testing. So then you stop moving, prevent moving. If it doesn't exist, then you go for moving. So that accidental overwrite you got to prevent. Example, as I was already mentioning, so now if the destination is a file, so this is what I want to move backon.txt, and the destination is also a file. What will happen is now, so the file in the C drive will be permanently moved to the folders X under this name, new backon.txt, and will X under a totally different new name. Okay, so all these things can be demonstrated, but now I don't go for demonstrating. So at home you try to execute all these things on your own. Yeah, and now happens here. See here, now I've given this X with the intention of what folder, assuming that I have a folder with the name X present inside the C drive. So I've given this, so I want to permanently move this backend.txt to a folder with the name X, under the folder with the name X. Assume this X is not existing, the folder is not there. So what the system will do is, or file name now and will be permanently moved to this file x.x. So it is not txt name is not there, it's named x. Okay, so next is exception. So in case if you are trying to move the file permanently to a file which doesn't exist, to a folder which doesn't exist. Say I have so then we have the move is runtime. Till now you understood how to copy the entire directory structure by using the copy tree method, and then you understood how to move and rename the files and folders. Next is how to permanently delete the files and folders. So deletes the file at the path, and similarly if you want to delete the folder, so rmdir path name, so this folder must be empty, so and it should not contain any other file and any other folder, then it will go for deleting it. So in case if you want to remove the folder subdirectories, so you got to do rm-tree, remove the entire structure. Now here is the example of it. So for example, I want to delete all the files which are in my present working directory and which are ending with .txt. So this is running a for loop. I get each file name and I'm checking whether they end with .rxt, and then I'm going for removing it. So and the same thing can also be used for printing. Say, so this one I'll comment it. So if this line is commented and which are present inside the present working directory. And this is this delete is a permanent delete. So when you do this unlink or rmdir or rm tree, which is available in the OS module, so this is a permanent delete. That means these things once deleted you cannot find them inside the trash or the recycle bin. They get permanently deleted. So what if you want to do a safe delete? So I don't want them the files to get deleted directly permanently. Instead, when I delete, I want it to be present inside the trash. So then, there is another module which is this is another module. You import this module. So I'm going to give the file with name background.txt and try to do something to it. So background is not a vegetable. So we try the number of files. So I want to delete this file from background.txt. How do I do? So there is a method into trash. And what is the name of the module? The name of the module is also send to trash. Send to trash dot send to trash. It is deleted, but not permanently. So you can still find this file inside the trash. So hope people understood.
Yes, sir.
And today I have only a few things remaining in the module part on files. So I think tomorrow I can complete this, and after I complete from Monday, let me decide whether to start with the fourth module or the fifth module. So sometimes I was thinking to start the fifth module first and then come back to the fourth module later. So that by tomorrow, and from Monday I will be starting with projects also on this, and project I'll work on those projects. So